3, 2, 1. We're live. Good morning.
People who like it, they're like, oh, I do it because they get the runner's high. Like I actually want to hit those.
There's
people.
no such thing. There's no. You're a liar.
As a runner's high?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not fucking
Those
real.
people need to be.
There was
killed.
a teacher at my high school that used to run marathons for fun, like half marathons, full marathons. And he'd have bumper stickers on his car saying, "I ran this."
Oh, those are the
give a
worst people.
fuck.
This
I don't
car
care.
climbed Mount Washington.
So
like,
I
okay,
found
you
out-
drove up a road. You drove up a road.
Okay,
Like,
no.
good for you.
So something I found out about those bumper stickers, this car clown Mount Washington, apparently that's your ticket for entrance. So when your car goes up Mount Washington, they stick your bumper sticker on your car. So that's like they know your car went in. It's advertising. That's all it is.
Well then take
Those
it
are
off
liars.
after.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Come on.
Yeah, I can't stand those people, man. Like, cool, good for you. You ran 26 miles. Is that supposed to impress me?
The flip side, though,
Yeah.
the people I also hate are the people with the 0.0 bumper stickers. I hate all bumper stickers.
What's 0.0 bumpers?
Saying they didn't run anything. Like,
Oh, no one gives a shit what you did and didn't run. All right, get the stickers off your
I
fucking
kind
car.
of like the 0.0 one.
I think that's funnier than
I
think
kinda
that's
like
funnier
it.
than the marathon one. But still, I'm not a big bumper sticker guy.
No,
first of
bumper
all,
stickers
so
are the
kinda
stupidest
like it.
thing ever.
you don't tell me you're gonna get
I
one.
kind of like it.
It's just like
The family ones, those ones are stupid.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I see that.
I saw one that said you can't fix stupid. I like that one.
That's it's accurate.
I saw one on TikTok the other day. It was a Wordle-inspired bumper sticker. And it was, you drive like a, and then it said IBTCH, TCH, and the TCH were green and the IB were yellow.
That's funny.
That's too much. I'm now officially canceling Wordle. I'm not canceling it, but I'm over it.
You're
It's
over
not
it?
fun anymore.
My
yeah.
streak ended today.
Stupid.
The word was awful.
It's run its course, like as every game does.
Yeah, I'm getting close to that point.
It's like,
The
I
only
don't
reason why I
care
still do
anymore.
it is because like all my friends still do it. We send
Yeah.
each other the scores.
Right.
But like today's kicked me in the. It's New York Times. They ruined it.
Thanks, New York Times.
Classic New York Times ruining everything.
Yep.
I only do it because like I come in and like we all do it upstairs
Yeah.
and stuff. So it's like
I like it
whatever.
as a way to start my mornings, if it's easy.
Like, I'm still gonna do it, but it's just like I don't.
You're going through the you're
It's
going
a
through the
it's
motions.
It's like a formality at this
Yeah,
Yeah.
point.
you're going through the motions.
Yeah, I'm not
It's like-
enjoying it.
It's just like anything. It has its course. It has its run.
Like
and then it
HQ
starts
trivia,
dying
remember
out.
that?
Dude, that
Ooh.
shit was awesome.
Scott Rogowski.
That because you actually could like win money. I never won anything, but like
No.
it gave you incentives to play.
I'm
And it was
back.
fun.
I'm back on the candy cane train.
Candy cane?
Candy
Crush?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Candy Crush? What
Candy-
year is this?
Been crushing candies.
How'd that work?
Fastest person get
Fastest
it or
person?
something like that.
Like a speed challenge?
That would be cool.
I saw
Not a bad concept.
a Wordle, but for countries on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Global.
Wordle.
Oh, that would make way more sense, but it was called Global.
There's
I saw one that said called Word.
Yeah, I tried it
Word-
last night, and it was way too hard.
There's one with like just swear words and like bad words and stuff like that. Which
Yeah.
I did it one time and I got shart was the one word. I was doing it. And I'm like, oh, I wonder like a word like shart. I didn't put it in, and then that was the final word. I'm like, wow, it really was shart.
Of course, it's short.
Hilarious.
always
It's
shart.
always
It's
shart.
always short.
It's always
All
shart.
right. So let's
Okay.
get the show started. Dante, you want to hit us with the intro?
Yeah, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where.
Can't hear you. You got to speak into the mic.
Hold on, I gotta find it.
Just.
Oh, I've got to do this the right way, Johnny. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to In the Pit. This is episode 373 on the blast.
Thank
On
you
the
for bearing
bloss.
with us while we talked about things for a minute there.
We vented real quick.
Yeah.
We just had a vent about some people that have bumper stickers that run marathons and Wordle.
We really went through the gauntlet right there.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just got to get it off your chest. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for listening. Make sure to like and subscribe. Oh, we are on YouTube. We're
We're
live
on
on
YouTube
YouTube.
today.
Hello, everyone. Totally forgot about
The
that.
two-
Thank you for joining us, watching us talk some stupid shit here. Make sure to like and subscribe. Check out all of our other content. Check us out on other platforms or on Patreon. Get behind the paywall.
Yeah.
And get exclusive behind-the-scenes content and get to watch us on In the Pit every single day instead of just Fridays on YouTube. So if you like this, you like seeing us talk right now, you can do that every single day of the week if you get on our Patreon, get behind the paywall. Appreciate each and every one of you for joining us. And without further ado, guys, let's get started.
I guess we don't really need to apologize for talking about random shit before we do our intro because it's literally what we just talked
We
about.
We just talk about
random
random
shit
shit
anyway.
anyway. So it's just kind of we're just jumping the
Yeah.
gun a little
Yeah.
bit without giving the introduction.
Anywho.
All right. Anywho, let's start off with topic number one. Aaron Donald, we talked about this a few times, whether or not he's going to retire or not, and he says that he is definitely coming back. He is not retiring.
Thank God.
Well, that's good because I have a video coming out today on sports accounts asking if Aaron Donald will retire.
There you go. Perfect timing.
Yes.
Anyone say yes?
No.
Yeah, no. I mean, we had our debate. I think it was me, you. Was it Nick? I think Nick was here when we talked about that. It was kind of weighing both sides. Things like he's 30 years old. What else does he have to accomplish? You know, if you're playing the game of football for 8-9 years, you know, it takes a toll on your body. But he is 30. He's at the top of his game. He can still go for a while.
And the only thing he has to prove is now is he the best defensive lineman of all time?
At this point, he's chasing GOAT status.
You think if he wins like one more Defensive Player of the Year award, that puts him up there?
What's the
Probably.
record for most defensive players of the year? Because
I'm
he has
on it.
3. So he's one of those guys,
It's tied with
too.
J.J. Watt.
He's one of those. Oh yeah, J.J. Watt has 3. He's one of those guys that like you can give that award to him every single year, but it's like you got to be different.
So the only 3-time winners are J.J. Watt, Aaron Donald, and LT.
LT, yeah.
Wow.
I was gonna say I would still say LT is the best right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can debate that till the cows come home.
Moo.
It's kind of weird. I don't put J.J. Watt in there. I don't know. He fell off.
His
so quick.
peak was too short.
I think
his
so.
peak was
Yeah.
very short. Yeah,
And that's
His
not
peak was
taken. That's not
fantastic.
taken away from the guy at all. That peak was unbelievable. Three defensive player of the year in 4 years. Is that what it was?
Yep.
I mean, that's unbelievable. But I think LT is the guy you're striving for.
I mean, Donald did the same. 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards in 4
in 4 years, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
that is crazy.
The only separation was Stephon Gilmore winning it.
yeah, he did win that.
He did have a freakish year.
So yeah, I mean, I guess yeah. I mean, he won his ring. He's an 8-time Pro Bowler, All Pro, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. Got his ring finally. Now he's chasing more championships, make some more money, go after the GOAT status for defensive lineman. And honestly, like, I mean, depending on how many more years he plays, I don't see why he wouldn't, you know, contend with being the GOAT for, you know, one of the best defensive players of all time. You just watch him play, and it's ridiculous what these opposing teams have to go through to, like, block this guy,
Yeah.
to, like, keep him from getting to your quarterback.
You saw in the first half, they were pretty successful in the Super Bowl at containing Donald. They did a good job at locking him up at the line, not kind of letting him get through, and then it failed in the second half because he's too fucking good.
Yeah, and you also, you stopped Donald, but then you had Floyd and Von Miller off the edge too. It's just like
Yeah, when you're loaded up like that, you can only do so much. He also has
he's
$50
freakish,
million
man.
left on his contract, and he's made over $100 million already. So
how many?
how many years he has?
He's got what, 3 more years?
I'd probably say 2 or 3 more years if it's
Might
52 mil.
restructure that somehow.
I can look it up right now. But
Because
yeah,
he's not getting paid nearly enough.
he should get paid like one of the. He should get like have one of the. Well, he did get paid. He's the highest defensive player of all time. Wait, hold on.
Wait, what about
hold on a
C.J.
minute.
Watt's contract he just signed?
Hold
That's
on.
more than.
Let me look. So
Isn't
right
that
now
like 4
he's
years,
getting
96 or something like
paid.
that?
He got paid 9 in base salary this year. So how much in total? 9 mil base salary, 14 and 14. He has 2 years left after this year.
Okay.
That really isn't that much, to be honest with you. But the next contract he makes could be up to $150 million, which would be the most of all time. T.J. Watt makes
4 years, 96,
Average-
was it not?
what would you say?
Wasn't it 4 years, 96 million? He signed
Something
for?
like that, yeah. He, the top salary benchmarks down can't be retired as follows: 141 million Khalil Mack, average annual value $28 million. T.J. Watt, guaranteed money $80 million. Yeah, so the next contract that he could sign could be the highest paid contract of all time. And as of 1 day ago, apparently he says he wants a contract as a top paid defender amid retirement rumors. So, yeah, I'm sure that is definitely going to be in the cards. Restructuring a deal, getting paid more money. I mean, he definitely deserves it. So, yeah, he'll be around for a few more years at least.
Causing havoc.
And that just makes me feel even better about me saying I think the Rams are going to repeat next year.
You do?
I think they're the clear-cut favorite in the NFC.
In the NFC.
NFC's wide open. I think they can beat anyone in the AFC, too. If they stay healthy and they bring most people back, I don't see why they couldn't repeat.
I mean, I think there's 2 reasons they won't repeat.
Derek Carr and the Steelers. Those
Exactly.
are the 2 reasons, right? That's what you're thinking?
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Well,
I think...
What do you think,
I would
Johnny?
say they're the favorites to repeat. I mean, they're 4th right now in odds. The odds give them the 4th best odds to repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs number 1, Bills number 2, and those are the 2 reasons why I don't think the Rams were going to repeat. I think the Bills, I said this yesterday on the podcast, the Bills playoff was one of the most impressive 2 games I've ever seen an offense I've ever had.
Beating the shit out of the Patriots.
They
and
played
then-
2 perfect offensive games.
Yeah.
Josh Allen was perfect for 2 games.
They're due.
They're due.
They're
Next
due.
year's their
No,
year.
I agree with that.
Next year's
They're
their
due.
year.
I said, and actually in my predictions video, I said Rams Bills Super Bowl.
Yes,
That's
you
what
did.
I said. But I don't know. I just think like obviously you got the Bills, like the whole motivation factor. Like we want to win our first championship after this playoff run. But then you got the Rams where it's like you just won your championship. You got that taste, and now you want to taste it again.
You know-
You're salivating over winning another one. You know,
You know
what
how
I mean?
hard it is to go back to back.
No,
in the
it's
NFL?
not easy. It's not easy. Everything it has to align perfectly. Health,
It
bringing
hasn't
guys
happened It hasn't
back.
happened in 20 years in football. Patriots.
Patriots, yeah, early 2000s. Yeah, I mean it's hard, but I'm just saying, you know, with the NFC,
did?
Patriots, yeah, 04 05.
02
No.
or 02 03.
02 the Bucks won.
02, 03, 04.
03 they beat the Panthers, and
Panthers,
04 they beat the Eagles.
Yeah, that's what it
Yes.
was.
I thought
'cause it was-
05 they beat the Eagles.
No, it was 01 they won, 02 they didn't win, then 03 04.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Gotcha.
How do I know this stuff better
Yeah,
than you
no,
guys?
it's not easy.
Get lost in all the
needs to-
championships, Johnny. Can't keep up with them.
They everything needs to align perfectly for them. But I think with the NFC, like Brady's gone. You got
What?
I know. I didn't want to throw that on you.
God
I really
damn
might.
it.
But Brady might be gone. Aaron Rodgers, of course, if he stays around, the Packers are going to be up there. The 49ers, who knows what they're going to be doing going forward.
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance running the show there. I
Uh-huh.
don't know. I just think
Trey Lance is
they
going to be out of
can.
the league in 3 years.
They are easily the favorite in the NFC right now. And there's still stuff to be done, but right now they're the favorites. And you make it to the Super Bowl, and
When the NFC got a lot weaker,
yeah, but
Depending
that
on where the
benefits- that's what I'm
quarterback
saying, it
shuffle
benefits
happens,
them.
where all the quarterbacks end up, I mean, we'll see.
Who knows? I mean,
But, like-
what if the Niners get Rodgers? That the 49ers are
Yeah.
they're the favorites right there. Them and the Rams.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see how things play out, but I could definitely see it happening.
Yeah. All right.
All right, next topic. You two know a lot more about this. I actually was catching up on this a lot yesterday. That guy TJ on Twitter.
TJ
the
Quinn.
Baseball guy Quinn. I actually was going through a lot of his tweets yesterday.
Yeah, his
so I
tweets-
informed
Great.
myself.
He's great.
He's very
Eric
impressive.
Kay, the communications director for the Angels, was found guilty in the death of Tyler Skaggs.
Yeah.
Wait, he was the communications director?
Yeah, communications director.
I thought he was the fucking
I
trainer.
saw
No.
a picture of this guy, and I'm
my
I was like, this guy was
goodness.
giving him drugs. I
Yeah.
was like, this guy was giving him
Yeah,
drugs.
he's the comms director.
Oh, so he's just a drug dealer.
Pretty much.
Dude,
I thought he was the trainer
No.
getting like prescriptions and then just kind of
No,
pushing the
no.
prescription.
No.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
The
Wow.
guy does not look like a drug dealer.
My
Let
goodness.
me put
Wow.
it-
So,
What's a drug dealer look like, Dante?
yeah. Looks
Not
like
your
Dante.
normal drug dealer. Not the one you see in movies, all right?
So he was found guilty of distributing fentanyl and causing the death of Tyler Skaggs. Minimum 20-year sentence.
See ya, dude.
Yeah,
See ya.
that's crazy.
Yeah. He won't be sentenced until June, but yeah. It took him less than 2 hours to deliberate after 8 days.
Yeah,
It
it's not gonna
yeah,
take
slam
long.
dunk. Yeah. So yeah, he's going to prison. You know, pretty quick trial for all things considered for such a high-profile trial.
Clear cut right
Clear
there.
cut. Yeah. There really was. I thought the defense's argument was interesting. It was bullshit the entire time, but it was like the only thing they could have argued was the things that they argued, and no one saw it for anything. And yeah,
Right.
And then interesting thing. So Ken Rosenthal, I've been talking all week. Like, how far does this problem go? Ken Rosenthal wrote an article about it where he asked a bunch of baseball players. Now, again, with the Matt Harvey stuff happening about he got suspended for being open and honest.
He got suspended?
He's facing a 60-game suspension
For
distribution of drugs. Anyway, so Ken Rosenthal asked the league, and people said, yeah, this isn't the widespread thing. This is a pretty once-off thing. Now, depending on how much you believe it, the thing is the players are worried that MLB is going to treat this as a widespread thing and ban prescriptions that help players recover. Now, I don't know, take it with a grain of salt, whatever, but that's an interesting argument, an interesting, point of it that, who knows, the players don't think it's as widespread and much of an issue as I thought it was. I thought it was a big issue, but we'll see. As more information comes out, I bet you this is probably the end of it.
You can't just ban oxy and that stuff. You after surgery. Yeah, I mean you can't just. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's a whole bigger issue.
Yeah,
it's just a terrible thing all around.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously this guy deserves to go to prison and stuff, but it's still a tragedy nonetheless.
Yeah.
All right. More MLB talk. The MLB and MLBPA will meet every day starting next Monday, and the MLB sets date for deal as February 28th. And they set that as
it's a cutoff.
The day, all right, if we figure something out by then, the season will start on time. If not, season's getting delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good news is the sides seem pretty committed at this point to kind of rush towards the finish line. Jeff Passan did a Q&A yesterday on Twitter, and he talked about a lot of things, including the fact that many industry people thought that this was going to happen. There was going to be no progress until the end of February, and then they're going to race into a deal. Now, a lot of things are coming out. I think the way I'm reading all the reports and everything, so they had their meeting yesterday. It was 18 minutes, and then it was over. They just exchanged numbers and whatever, and then they left. From where the players are talking, the players are talking like they have a lot of leverage, but they're losing. They're losing. They're losing everything that they have. The owners are shooting for status quo or anything worse than status quo. The players were shooting for improvements, and they have gotten down to status quo right now. They're like, we want these marginal changes. The only thing the owners have budged on in terms of change are changes that can be changed back in the next CBA. Things that aren't permanent changes, like minimum salaries, like certain tax standards. Things can be easily renegotiated in the next CBA. The players have conceded so much of actual change and actual progress to the point where if they can just make changes to the status quo stuff, they'll feel happy, but the owners are going to win it. The owners are winning. They're better at this stuff than the players.
At the end of the day, the owners are going to win.
Yeah. And the shittiest thing about this whole thing is this February 28th date is a date set by MLB. There could be a season right now. There's no reason there's not a season. Again, as I said before, you can play without a CBA.
Right.
They did it in 94. If the players were to say, lose a little leverage and just say, hey, we'll commit to a no strike for this whole year as long as you start negotiating in good faith and stuff like that and you lift the lockout, we'll have a full season to negotiate a new CBA. We'll play baseball. We won't lose any games. It could happen. It could happen.
Right.
Or ownership could just lift the lockout, and then they could be at training camp tomorrow. But it's not happening.
I got a question for you, Johnny.
Yes.
They agree to a new CBA. They get all this stuff settled. We start the season on time. What's going to be the biggest change in the CBA?
Nothing noticeable.
Nothing noticeable?
Nothing noticeable. Probably the biggest one, actually, and it seems like this is going to happen from rumors and mullings and whatever, is expanded playoffs, which I hate.
Didn't they already expand the playoffs?
They did it for the short season,
Gotcha.
but they didn't do it last year. They went back to normal.
Was I reading something yesterday that someone can pick their opponent?
Yeah.
What's that?
So
I thought
that's
I saw
one
that
idea
too.
thrown out is that it would be a 7-team, so 14 of 30 teams in baseball would make the playoffs.
14 of 30?
14 of 30.
That's like the NBA. NBA is similar. You have 16
You
out
gotta
of
be middle of the pack to make the playoffs? That's ridiculous.
Literally.
It's fucking insane.
It's stupid.
Like,
Come
it just
on.
devalues the 162. You already play so many fucking games. Like, make them mean something.
Right.
Anyway,
Fucking baseball, man.
I wouldn't mind 12. 14 is too many.
It shouldn't be half the league.
It shouldn't be
making
half the league
playoffs,
making the
no.
playoffs. So, the way it would work is that the number one seeds on each side, the best records, would get a bye from the first wild card round.
Mm-hmm.
Then there'd be 3 series for each, side. The 2 seed gets to choose their opponent. Then 3. Excuse me. Ugh. 2 gets to choose. 3 gets to choose.
You all right?
Yeah, the hiccups. They get to choose their opponent. So if you win a division, you get to choose your opponent, and then the other wild card winners just.
Fuck is that?
Why? I don't understand the whole logic behind picking your opponent. That doesn't sound
Just like
right. That doesn't sound fair to
they're
me.
throwing a twist in it.
Yeah.
A
Make
wrinkle.
it
It's so
interesting.
that you get an advantage for being a division winner versus a wild card winner, and you get to choose who you want to play, but it's still it doesn't really matter.
You know how funny it would be? I mean, if this is what's going to happen, you're definitely going to be seeing this over the years. But you pick a team
It's gonna be
because they're they're worse than
Yeah,
whoever
if
the
only
alternative,
thing-
and then you lose to that
Yeah,
team.
that's
That would
gonna
be
happen.
hilarious.
Because player scorned is a dangerous player.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
It's just oh, you picked us because you thought we were worse. Bet we'll show you that. We'll
Yeah.
show you we're not.
yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't.
a fan of that. It's gonna happen, and I'm pissed. I don't like it.
Mhm.
No one wants it. No one. The only reason is for more profit for ownership because you get more TV revenue, more playoff games, and so that's why ownership is pushing for it. But again, short-term game, short-term money for long-term destruction of the game.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I'm mad.
man. I mean, I can't say I'm really surprised with how all this stuff is going. All right,
No.
so did they agree? Is that a known thing that Universal DH is coming back? Is that
That
an official
is-
thing or
not official, but it's agreed upon.
it's agreed upon?
They agreed upon it,
What
which
do you-
is fine. I'm
You're not.
over it. Listen, I'd like pitchers hitting. I'd like to see them do it still.
Mhm.
It's not a huge deal to me.
What about you, Mike? Doesn't really bother you?
I mean, I would like to have just seen the pitchers continue to hit, but again,
Yeah,
this is the least of my worries when it comes to baseball at this point.
exactly.
What was my?
They're just all fucked up.
What was my alternative to that, Johnny? I said there should be one weekend.
Oh, yeah,
There should be
pitchers
one
hitting weekend.
weekend in the season where pitchers hit only. It's just and get rid of the DH thing. Just one weekend, just 3 straight days of games. Just have the pitchers hit.
Yeah,
Just have a
sure.
fun week, maybe before All-Star weekend or something. Just
Sure.
have some fun. Just let them have their weekend, a few games or something like
Dude,
that.
baseball refuses to have fun.
They had that.
The no
They
fun
had the
league. That's
players
the NFL,
weekend
but
once.
MLB
That was
too.
you could
Well, they
wear
put the nicknames on the
nicknames on the back of the
jerseys and stuff.
jerseys, and they had the ugliest jerseys.
Oh,
I remember the Red
awful.
Sox. I remember the Red
Terrible.
Sox did that. Yeah.
But I like the players, the city edition jerseys they did this year for baseball. I hope they do.
those
more
are the
of
Nike ones, right?
Yeah, Nike.
They should do more of those. The White Sox ones were disgusting.
I have
So
I
good.
have the Marlins one. Those are sick.
Yeah.
Jazz Chisholm jerseys.
Yeah, they made some good ones.
Yep.
All right. Moving on from baseball, it is the NBA All-Star Weekend. So we have a few different events
Get excited.
going on. Woo! I know everyone.
It's gonna suck.
It always does suck.
Well, that was the year Kobe died. That was sick.
Yeah, because they made it mean something and all of that. Now it's just kind of it's I don't know. It's
Everyone's
like every
hurt.
year.
Everyone's out. I don't
Yeah,
really
like
care
Kevin
about seeing
Durant's not gonna play.
Harden's not playing.
Yep.
Um,
I would have loved to see the whole Harden drama, Harden and KD played going up against each other. That would have been funny. Yeah, I mean it's just no one really. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't
No.
mean anything. So
It's gonna be lame. If they went, are they going to? Are they doing the same rules they did?
I haven't heard anything
years
that
ago?
I didn't hear anything about them changing it.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they're
That
going
was
to do
fun.
the same. Yeah, I mean it's better than what they have been doing.
Yeah.
I guess it gives people more incentives to play hard, but I think you get you play for a charity or something like that. Your winning team donates money.
It's by quarter. It's like a Super Bowl square type.
Yeah,
Thing. If your team wins in the quarter,
Yeah,
then
that's what it is.
money goes to a charity.
It was cool a few years ago, and they did the whole play to this because then it was they won off the free throws and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and you saw players.
Well, that's
actually
what I'm wondering.
playing
Are they doing
defense.
the-
I would think so.
Yeah.
I don't know why they would change that because that was the best thing.
All-Star game I've ever watched.
That was the best thing that they've done in a long time. But tonight, just talking about the events of the weekend, tonight is the celebrity game.
Who's playing?
Well, we got
Bieber.
Machine Gun Kelly,
Oh, so
Quavo,
Justin Bieber.
who's actually good at
He plays
basketball.
every year.
Cueva?
No, Quavo. Yeah, he's actually
Harlow's
not bad.
playing, I know
Jack
that.
Harlow is going to play. Tiffany Haddish is playing. Miles Garrett is playing.
Oh, my
I
God.
want him to kill someone.
Have you seen his basketball highlight tape?
He can actually
The Browns
play.
got mad at him for dunking.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, you shouldn't be
I
dunking
really hope he does tonight. Kane Brown, country singer. Mayor Justin Bibb, the mayor of Cleveland, is playing.
Oh, my God.
And annual AA. He's a Spanish rapper.
There are probably a couple Globetrotters in there, too.
Chris A. Jackson, Harlem Globetrotters player. Juan Marco Tamburia, Olympic high jump champion. We'll see if that person can
dunk.
Some guy, Matt James from The Bachelor, is going to be on there. Some winner of a challenge from a Fanatics All-In challenge is going to. Yeah, I don't. Sounds lame, but that's tonight. Then you got the Rising Stars game tonight, which actually
they're doing it different this year.
So they're doing a 4-team thing. They did like a draft kind of, so it's 4 different teams. You got it's first and second year players, so that should be fun. That's just young guys going in there getting their moments. It's Team A, Team B, Team C, Team D, and then winner of those 2 games play each other. So, and I know it's different rules. So you compete in timed shooting challenges, and then you do different challenges. It's a whole different format. So that they have that tonight. Then tomorrow they have the skills challenge, 3-point contest, dunk contest, skills challenge. I know the Antetokounmpo brothers are on a team. Then you have the rookies, and then it's Garland, Jared Allen, and Mobley on one team. That's what it is. 3-point contest. You have CJ McCollum, Trae Young, Zach LaVine. I don't know if Zach LaVine's going to be in it because he's hurt right now.
Yeah, he's not going to be in it.
So he's not going to be in it. Desmond Baines, Karl-Anthony Towns, Fred VanVleet, Luke Kennard, Patty Mills.
How do you have a 3-point competition without the best shooter in the league? Is he hurt?
Steph? No. These are the guys that they can just get to do it.
Well, Steph usually does it.
He usually does it. Maybe he just, I don't know.
What a joke.
It's really, you don't get anything out of it.
What a joke.
I mean, he's done
You
it so
don't
many.
get paid.
He's won it 3 times.
Yeah,
already.
you don't get paid for it or anything like that. It's just you're there. It's like you do
I think
it.
you get a little bonus.
Do you get a bonus? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it would make. I hope so. I mean, that would make sense. But there's nothing really much to get out of it besides that, I guess. And then you have the slam dunk contest tonight, which actually
tomorrow.
So you have Cole Anthony, Juan Toscano Anderson, Obi Toppin, Jalen Green. The Juan Toscano, I haven't seen many highlights of him, but Cole Anthony he can dunk. Obi can jump through the fucking roof, and then Jalen Green as well. I think it'll be a decent dunk contest. It hasn't. It's usually disappointing. I mean, it's you don't have big name players in there ever.
Ever since the
Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon ones were the best ones they've had in forever, and they can't even get those right. Aaron Gordon probably should have won at least one of the 2 that he was in. Mm-hmm. The one where he dunked over Taco and he got a 48 or 49 and he lost. It's never really.
That was Dwayne Wade's fault, wasn't it?
That was Dwayne Wade's fault. He gave him a 9 on that, and then Aaron Gordon was like, "I'm never doing this again." Oh. So, but yeah, I mean that should be something to watch, and then obviously the All-Star game on Sunday. So, yay, basketball, and then the players get a week off before playing again at the end of next week.
So, I guess we're pretty much at the half-season point.
Yep,
a little beyond it now with the All-Star game. Who is your MVP?
Suns. Oh, I thought
the whole Suns team.
They're the best. No, I thought you were gonna say which team do you think is gonna win the championship.
Well, here's the thing with the Suns. Chris Paul's got a thumb injury, and he's had 2 thumb injuries already.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, this doesn't require surgery, but who knows? But who's your MVP?
My MVP right now, I'd probably go with Nikola Jokic. Just from a whole season standpoint, I think he's just been dominant the entire year. He's been as efficient as you possibly can be for the numbers he's putting up. I think it's going to be between Jokic and Embiid, but Embiid is more you're kind of looking at what he's done the last 20 games or so. Not to say he hasn't been great all year, but Jokic has been putting up these numbers all year. Embiid's been going on a tear for the last 20 games. I think Embiid could win it, but if they had a vote right now, I think Jokic wins it.
Did you see this stat? The Bulls tweeted this yesterday. DeMar DeRozan has broken Wilt Chamberlain's record for most consecutive games with 35-plus points on 50% shooting or better.
On like 6 straight games or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to put him top 3. I'd love to put him in there with them. Unfortunately, I just don't think he has the popularity, the pull to win something like that. And I say that because like I just think the way these awards are given out, a lot of these voters are voting based off of how big of a name these guys are, and it shouldn't be like that. I don't think he'd get enough votes to win. I hope he becomes top 3. That would be awesome because he's having the best year of his career. But I don't think he'll win it.
Has Kevin Durant ever won an MVP?
Once when he was on the Thunder. He averaged like
You the real
32 a
MVP?
game.
He cried. Think his mom.
Oh, I thought that was the finals.
No, that he won that award.
He does have 2 finals MVP.
He's one of those guys that like you're shocked that he doesn't have more.
Well, it just doesn't say how.
He's
always hurt.
Right.
Well, it's because he went to the Warriors. And,
that too. That didn't help his.
And also LeBron during Kevin Durant's time where he was on the Thunder.
Right.
LeBron was winning MVPs. So.
Yeah. I think he would have won it last year, his first year back in Brooklyn, if he stayed healthy, but he just wasn't. He was putting up 33 a game before he got hurt, which was nuts. But yeah. Who do you have? Who do you have for MVP, Johnny?
We got a Chicago fan yelling in the comments right now, but DeRozan for MVP.
Listen, I'm all for it. If he won MVP, I'd be hyped for him. I love DeMar DeRozan. I just don't think he has the pull to win it. That's all I'm saying, and that's just the way voting is. That's just the way it goes.
So Connor's saying MVP is all about value to your team.
Mm-hmm.
No Zach, no Caruso, no Lonzo. Puts the team on his back.
Sure.
Jokic.
But then look at
Michael
Jokic
Porter
and Embiid.
Jr. Yeah.
I mean, Jokic has been without Jamal Murray and Michael Porter for most of the year, and they're the 6th seed right now.
Ben Simmons.
Yeah, Embiid without Ben Simmons.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, but like you look at the rest of their roster, like Embiid has both those guys are putting the team on their back. Yeah. All 3 of them are.
Yeah.
Listen, I'd love to see DeMar win it. I just don't see it happening.
I think Embiid will win it.
Embiid.
Yeah.
I think could be one of. It's a coin toss.
I think
really
when
is.
the second half comes back with Harden and that team, I think they'll finish top 3 team in the East. Yeah. As they climb in the standings.
Think about it, too. There's only
MVP
been one time in the last, 20, 30 years where there's been an MVP named that has been below the 4th seed, and that was Westbrook when he averaged triple-double.
Yeah.
Every other MVP is top 4 seed at minimum.
And the Nuggets aren't going to finish top 4.
I mean, depending on if they get guys, but kind of like with Harden and Embiid, if guys come back, and I did see that they might be coming back soon, that could
I think they'll come back too late, though.
Huh?
I mean, they're not going to. The top 3, I think, are kind of cemented.
I'm not saying the Nuggets are going to be top 3. I'm just saying they'll come back. Yeah. Jokic could be an exception. He could be one of the exceptions this year, where if he's below a 4 seed and wins it. I mean, the numbers he's putting up is insane. But it's a coin toss. It really could go either way. Now, when I jumped the gun earlier, who do you think's the championship favorite right now?
I'm going with Milwaukee.
Milwaukee?
They have the best player. I mean, he's not the MVP. He's the best player. Mm-hmm. He hasn't gotten better this year because his best year was his first MVP season when he broke every efficiency ranking. But I think he knows how to win a championship. He knows how to carry a team more now. Giannis.
They still got pieces. Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton.
Yeah.
Brooke Lopez might be back in time.
I think he is going to do it again. I think he's, definitely less. I think in the East, you have good teams. You have the Heat. Mm-hmm. I'm very excited for that Heat Bucks series, round 3.
The Heat are really good this year.
They're very good this year. They're not. I've
never believed in them as a playoff team. Always a team that great regular season team, but once you get to the playoffs and you go up against a really good team, they made the finals in the bubble a few years ago. I get that, but it's a little different now.
I really think the only 2 teams in the East that I could see being in the finals,
Bucks and Sixers.
I
agree. I'm not opposed to that. I think Heat remind me of the Jazz of the West. They're like the Jazz of the East. I mean, because the Jazz are a very good regular season team, but they're not going to win in the playoffs. You got the Cavs. Awesome. I love them, but they're still very young.
Too young.
They're not going to compete with the Bucks.
Garland's very good.
They got ways to go.
He's not a star.
Evan Mobley's a rookie. He can be a star, but he's still too young. The Bulls, they can make some noise, but I don't think they can.
The Bulls are more the Jazz to me. The Bulls are the Nuggets. The Heat are the Jazz.
I think the Bulls are a team that can make a sneaky run, but like they'll be stopped by a team like the Bucks. Yeah. I think the Bulls could beat a Sixers, but they can't beat a Bucks. Because I do think Bucks and Sixers are the best two teams that can make it, but Bucks are here, Sixers are here a little bit. There's a lot of room in between both teams.
The Sixers, the Bucks have won a championship. Yeah. They have that experience.
And who knows? Like who knows how Harden and Embiid are going to play off each other.
I think, again, I've said this before. I think they're going to work on the court. Off the court, it's not going to work. Because the same reason. Embiid pushes his players, pushes his teammates, and Harden doesn't like to be pushed.
Harden was like, I wanted to go to a place where I play with people that want to win and know how to win and stuff like that. Bro, you went from a team that has 2 championship players on there to a team that has no one that's won a championship. So I didn't understand that logic. But my pick... I said the Phoenix Suns. I don't know, dude. I mean, they're the best team in the league. They're just unbelievable. They beat teams they're supposed to beat. They beat everyone. They're clutch. I saw this tweet the other day. They are 20. I believe it was 27-3 in clutch games that are decided by like 5 points or less. That's unbelievable. Devin Booker, one of the best 2 guards in the league. Chris Paul, still one of the best point guards in the league. DeAndre Ayton's a beast.
They're also having so much fun.
They're so loose. They're having a great time down in the valley. You got guys like Michael Bridges. You got Jay Crowder. Yes. You got Jay Crowder. I forgot if you left or not.
Nope.
You got why can't I think of his name right now? The other guard.
Payne.
Who?
Campaign.
Yep, he's there too. They have a very good squad. Very similar squad to who they had last year, and they made the finals. And I don't know. I think the Warriors could beat them in the West, but I think the Suns have a better chance of making it to the finals than the Warriors.
Yeah, I agree.
I also just really like the Suns. I want Chris Paul to get a ring. I really do. I really like that team, so I'm rooting for them.
All right. Well,
Mike, I know you have an opinion on this too.
I just want to see Luka get a ring, honestly.
Yeah, he had a great game last night.
Just scrolled by him on Twitter quick, so it came to my mind. I really like him.
Big fan. The last 2 games he's had has been unbelievable. He finds that part of the season where he just has a few game stretch where he's just putting up unworldly numbers. But all right.
I can.
Here's a fun fact.
Say I'll never watch an NBA game ever again.
Here's a fun Suns fact that I saw.
Yes.
The Suns, since the 2020 bubble, since that 7-0 stretch, 107-31.
It's really good. That's really, really good.
The Phoenix Suns have already clinched at least a play-in spot before the All-Star break.
That's really good.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. Really, really good. I don't know. And if they stay high, Chris Paul did get that thumb injury. I don't know the extent of it, how bad it is, but it is All-Star break.
Yeah, hell of time.
He'll probably, if
he won't play this week.
He won't play in the All-Star game. So,
yeah.
They got time. He can rest up. All right, next topic. Our favorite guy, Kanye West. He said, I believe this came out yesterday, Donda 2, which is set to come out in 4 days, 2/22/22. He will not be releasing it on streaming platforms. He is only going to be releasing it on his little device that he created before Donda 1. It is called the STEM Player. He created it initially so you can make your own beats to it. Donda, the original Donda was on there, and you can kind of remix it, do whatever you want. And now he is just putting the entire album on there, and that is the only way you can get the album when it comes out. Now, I don't think that's going to last long.
No. First of all, Donda 2 is going to suck. The album's going to suck.
I feel like it's very rushed. If it does come out on time, it feels like he just kind of put it together. I think
he had a lot of extra music he made.
Or just extra songs that didn't make the first album, making it this one. I can see that as well. But, 2, that's just extras. You're just putting together an extra album. I remember when he made this the first time, The Life of the Party with Andre 3000, that song was exclusively on that party before he made the deluxe edition.
It's a good song.
It's a great song. Yeah. I probably think it's one of the better songs in the album.
Why is it 6 minutes long? I don't know.
Honestly, I'm just happy I get some Andre 3000, new Andre 3000 music. That's all I really care about. But yeah, so I guess that's a thing. If it even comes out on time. He said he was going to be off of social media while he finishes the album. All he's been doing is being on social media.
The exact opposite there.
Did you guys see? So Pete Davidson is back on Instagram, and Kanye put a post where he screenshotted. He deleted. Wow, he deleted a lot of things off his Instagram. Okay, he made a post where it was Pete Davidson. He did a skit. I don't know what my brain's doing to me right now. My brain just brain just got
turned off.
destroyed. Right, it literally just it glitched right there for a second.
Right?
Yeah, no, I think I'm good. He did a weekend update thing on SNL. He would talk about Kanye West when he was on SNL hosting, and just talking how terrible it was and stuff. And he's like, Kanye is like, "This is the real me. I'm off the meds." And Pete Davidson's just take them, bro. I'm on meds. They're great. He goes, you know how terrified I would be if I was on a plane and the pilot goes, all right, guys, we're about to take off. And by the way, this is the real me. I'm off the meds. Like, I'd be shitting my pants. Yeah. So he did that whole thing. And then Kanye.
That's an old bit. That's from like a couple years ago.
Yeah, it was from a few years ago.
That's the bit that got Kim Kardashian to fall for Pete Davidson.
Yeah, probably. He put on the hat. He goes, there's only one thing I got to say. And it put on the hat, said, make Kanye 2006 again or something like that. And Kanye put a screenshot on his Instagram of him wearing that hat, and he goes, he was like, there's a few things I want to talk about, Pete, or just saying, like, I need to talk to you about some stuff, whatever. So that's
a fool.
He's such a fool, man. Don't get me wrong, I love Kanye, but like, ugh,
he's a fucking fool.
He's a fool. He's a big fool. All right.
And I pity the fool.
I pity the fool. Pity the fool. All right, moving on from Kanye. Disney is developing their own residential communities for fans who don't want to leave.
God.
So you're in Disney. You're like, I don't want to go back home. Guess what? You don't have to. You can buy some property here, and you can just live there.
That is sad.
It is sad.
I'm sorry. If you're a Disney adult, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Joey's all over this.
Joey's already looking at a condo.
So
Joey, last time Joey went to Disney. No, last time Joey went to Disney, he tried to buy. He looked at apartments down there.
Yeah, dude.
I don't get it. I really do not understand it.
I've never been to Disney, so I really don't know.
I've been. You know, it's fun. It's an amusement park.
But it's only like a few. Like you can only be there for so long.
Yeah. It's a fucking amusement park.
Yeah, you can only do so. I mean, you go and
it's
just
the happiest place on earth.
And it's so fucking expensive. My cousin was down there for a family trip the other day, and he sent me a picture. He got a frozen, like a icy Jack and Coke. Looked delicious. $20. $20.
It's probably like watered down as shit.
Ain't that too? Probably you get a bottle of water for like $6.
Yeah.
If you want to get drunk in Disney, you have to pay literally $1,000.
Yeah, or I'm just taking like a whole sleeve of nips, taking them to the face before I walk in. And the best part about this too is that they're making these complexes for like all ages, of course. So you can be any age to get them, but they're also making one specifically for people 55 years and older,
without kids.
So you're just an older couple, or just an older single person, and you want to live in your own neighborhood with other people your age near Disney. You can.
Wait, don't they already have this? Isn't it called like Celebration?
They have they have
Yeah, it's called Celebration Town.
Is that what it's called?
You know what I'm talking about? You usually know this shit.
Mike's
like timeshares and stuff like
dude,
that.
it's called
Disney timeshares.
So
fucking world.
just a little more detail to this. The Catino community, I guess that's what it would be called. I think that's how I'm pronouncing it correctly. Will surround a 24-acre grand oasis featuring clear turquoise water.
Census-designated place. I'm sorry, excuse me.
Is that what it's called?
It's called Celebration, Florida. It's right outside Orlando. After founding Celebration, Disney followed its plans to divest most of its control of the town. So yeah, Disney like controls a town. It's called Celebration. It's like
That's
right outside.
Fun. Doesn't surprise me.
Corporate-controlled towns, corporation-controlled towns.
So this community will include estates, single-family homes, and
estates,
condominiums.
This sounds like what's that movie or book? 1984.
Yeah, I mean that's
like,
a book.
it's just like a Big Brother, but like Disney version.
Mickey Mouse is always watching.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse is just coming.
Hi there, pal.
Yeah, ooh, I did not like that.
That was good.
Hi there. It's me.
Trained.
I'm always watching.
He is always watching, just like Santa
What's the
Claus.
guy's name? Was Wallace? Something with a W.
Who?
The guy from
Walt Disney?
1984. Yeah.
Trained at Disney.
You guys need help over there? You good?
Train. No, the pain.
All right.
All this paint. Trained Disney cast members will operate the community associations, and Disney will provide access to curated experiences through a club membership, including wellness programming, live entertainment, and cooking classes.
I hate this.
I hate it too. Something I found out. So like when the Super Bowl MVP yells, "I'm going to Disney World."
Yes.
They get paid to do that.
Yeah.
They have a standing offer to pay anyone who says it.
Oh yeah. They don't. They don't want to do that.
No. I mean,
well,
it's like a fun thing to say at this point. Like, what are you gonna do next? And then you say, I'm going to Disney World.
that would be the last thing I would say after I won a Super Bowl.
What would you say? What the first thing?
Getting fucked up.
I'm gonna-
I
I'm
just won a
gonna-
Super Bowl. I'm gonna be
about to
drunk
get-
for 17 days straight.
Yeah, but you could also, as a Super Bowl winning athlete, you get to go to Disney World for free, drink for free, get shit faced for free.
Dude,
That'd
I
be
don't
pretty
know.
fun. It'd be pretty fun.
So many better places to go. Also, if you're a Super Bowl winning quarterback, you have millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So you don't care
Doesn't really
if it's
matter.
free.
Well,
I'd rather
Cooper
just
Kupp-
go.
I think Cooper Cup already went. It's
Do you-
like right up the road for him.
Do you see
Disneyland, not
Matt
World.
Stafford's wife was like, I don't understand why they do these parades like 2 days, a day or two after they win the championship. Like, give them a little time off.
Because you want to celebrate the momentum. You want to keep the momentum.
Yeah, I
up from it.
get.
That celebration or that parade was popping too.
Yeah. Did
In
you see
LA,
that-
yeah, for
Did
sure.
you see the woman who fell?
They're gonna cover
her
her
camera.
Yeah,
costs in
she
hospitals.
fractured her fucking spine,
Dude,
dude.
Jeez.
All right, so
Yeah, it was
obviously
a very serious injury.
That sucks, and like they're like very nice of the Stafford family and the Rams to take
Yeah.
care of it. The fact that he was getting backlash for that is so ridiculous.
Yeah, that wasn't his fault.
Dude, he's hammered.
He's hammered. He's
he
got
was
other
chugging
things to worry
tequila,
about.
and he just won a Super Bowl. And he turned around like, get off the guy's fucking back.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want him to do? Jump off the stage and catch her?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Like he's got it's not his job.
No,
it's
he
not.
was probably turning around to go get someone.
and maybe
too.
if he,
Like,
even if he tried to help her, it could have made it worse. To be honest
Yeah,
with you,
he was
being
drunk.
as
What
drunk
do you
as
want
he
him to
was.
do?
I mean, it's just so annoying. Like, give the guy a fucking break.
Yeah, that's not his.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Good on them for covering the cost, but
Yes, very, very
he
nice of
shouldn't
them.
get blamed for any of that.
That girl was crushing on Twitter yesterday too. She was sending out some funny tweets.
Was she?
Well,
Well, at least
She's like, "That was me. Fractured my spine, waiting on the X-ray. I'm a
Ooh.
klutz."
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, at least she's.
it wasn't like Stafford pushed her or anything.
It's like,
Get out of my way.
Yeah, he just saw it happen and turns around, which is kind of funny.
It was funny.
I was chugging tequila probably like 2 a.m. and then just kept it going all day. What
Oh
do you
my
want
god,
from?
dude! If I won a championship, I wouldn't. I would. I
I'd
would
still-
know if
I
I'd
would-
make the
I'd be
parade.
dead.
I still hold the
Black
best
out,
celebration
like-
was the Washington Capitals when they celebrated in the fountains of Georgetown.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ovi was
Ovi
drunk
was-
and shirtless for actually like 3 weeks.
Got a great story about this. My buddy was like following the whole parade. I wasn't in DC at the time, but my buddy was, and he was following the parade, like the festivities. It started. They went to it. It was not even on the parade day. Even it was just what happened was it was Saturday after they won the
It's a Monday.
championship. There was a 12:00 Nats game they went to. And you could see them at the Nats game. They're already drunk.
Yeah.
There's a photo of them. They pan over to their booth in the Nats park, and they're just beers just lined up
Yeah.
out front of the.
I wouldn't.
Hockey
I
players
wouldn't
are
remember.
different. They're
Yeah.
different breeds of human.
Oh, they're
those
different.
guys.
So then after that, they go into Georgetown in DC, and they bring the cup around, and like a bunch of my friends go, and they like passing the cup around. Everyone's drinking out of it.
Yeah.
Thank God this was before COVID. 'cause
Yeah, I was gonna
imagine
say
that now.
pre-COVID.
Oh,
yeah,
this is
uh-huh.
I would
pre-COVID.
still do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Give a fuck.
But yeah, so they're just passing the cup around. Like 2 of my friends got to drink out of it. Drink beer
Really?
out of
That's
it.
sick.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
That's dope.
So, and then they're just like sliding through the fountains in Georgetown and shit like that. They're all shirtless, just shit faced. Ovi's just rolling around with koozie in the fountain.
Literally rolling around.
Literally.
Oh man,
It's a fucking time.
It was
so then
awesome.
like there's like a caravan of people just following where they're gonna go next.
Uh-huh.
They go like they take some time off and they go into a club. And my buddy's like, I'm gonna try to go to the club. I'm gonna try to get in. And he gets in line and he's there. And gets to the front of the line, talks to the bouncer, and the bouncer's like, "Hey, what's your name?" He's like, "Oh, I should be on the list." And my buddy's like, my buddy's like a little guy. He's not like big or anything. He's like, I'm on the team." Now, my friend does look a little bit like Jacob Verana, which was one of the Caps players at the time. So he's like, I'm on the team. I play for the Caps. And the bouncer's like, really? He's like, yeah, I should be on the list. And he gives him his actual name. He's like, I don't see you on the list. He's like, but I'm on the team. He's like, all right, I'll go check. And there are 2 bouncers, and one bouncer goes in and checks. The other bouncer goes to my friend. He's like, I believe you. I've seen you play before. I see it. And the guy comes back out. It's like, yeah, you're not on the fucking team. Get out of here. And they just left.
Oh, man. He was so close.
He was so close. Good bid.
That would have been an absolute fucking story to tell if he got into that. That would have been awesome.
Partied with the Caps.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. If I won my first championship and stuff like that, I would be blackout before I got to the parade.
I'd be hospitalized.
I wouldn't remember anything. That'd be the fucking time of your life. All right. Jim Harbaugh. My brain is in a fucking...
Really good. Seamless transition out of you there.
Right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so his new contract, new details came out for his contract at Michigan.
5 years.
5-year deal. He is going to be making a base salary of $7 million this fall. Obviously, there's going to be some incentives involved there. So, I mean, assuming
I expected more.
For as big name as he is, I thought he would make more too. The last year of his deal, he's going to be making $7.6 million. So a little bit more, not much. I'm sure the incentives are a lot, like making playoffs, winning games, obviously winning the Natty and stuff like that.
His one prior was like if he, so it's base salary, and then if he won like did they win the Big Ten? Yeah, won the Big Ten.
Yeah,
and made the playoffs. So I think that gave him an extra like 1.5 or like $2 million.
I would assume it's at least at least
a good amount
for those. Yeah. But there is a new term in his contract, a clause that if he decides to leave early, he would have to pay Michigan back some money.
Really?
So if he leaves prior to the end of his contract for any reason, he would owe Michigan $3 million in the first year. The buyout then drops to $2.25 million in the second, $1.5 million in the third, and $750,000 in the fourth, and then $0 in the fifth and final year. But he's made it very known that he does not plan on leaving. He is very committed to the program. That's obviously that can change. You never know. Never know what can happen in 5 years. Oh, and here are the incentives, Mike. $500K if Michigan wins the Big Ten and plays in the conference championship game. $1 million if they win the Big Ten title. An additional $1 million if the team wins the national championship. He could receive $200,000 for an appearance in a New Year's Six Bowl. Yeah. That's not a college football playoff semifinal, and $500K for a semifinal appearance.
And what do the players get?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something though, Johnny, and this is. They get that's damn right, Ryan. That's what the kids are there for, to get an education.
For sure. We didn't come here to play school. We came here to play ball.
Those guys might not be making any money, but you know who is? Caleb Williams, the quarterback from USC. He signed his 5th NIL deal, and this one is with a real estate company worth around $2 billion. And he is going to be making he's going to be getting annual compensation from them each and every year, and he's going to be investing in real estate and shit. And this kid has deals with Fanatics, a licensing deal with Fanatics, a major partnership deal with Beats by Dre. He became a part owner of a grooming company for men. He is launching an alkaline water brand. And now he has signed a long-term agreement with Hawkins Way Capital, a real estate private equity fund based out of Beverly Hills.
Big Mike has a question.
Yes, go ahead, Big Mike.
I might get scorned for this. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, please.
I'm gonna sound like an old fucking an old head here.
No, it's okay.
Very happy for these kids and NIL things. When it gets to this point, are they gonna give a fuck about football?
They got play still.
Are they gonna give a fuck though? Like, this kid's making probably $2 million a year at this point.
Well, they can't go away if he doesn't keep playing.
I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. I don't know.
There is another article. I don't have it pulled up. It was on this website where he was talking about his goals of making it to the NFL and stuff. And he basically was just like, yeah, I want to be better than Tom Brady. Yeah, I want to be the GOAT.
NFL, what he wants.
I'm just saying. He's got motivated. He's so motivated.
Yeah.
He's so motivated.
I mean, NFL players make millions of dollars. They still go out there and play football.
But
Yeah, but I understand. It's
You know
like
what I mean,
you're
though?
at a
I
young
understand,
age.
it's a little
money
different,
comes at you, and you
yeah.
start thinking a little bit differently. I think you got to
What's
have.
the difference between this year and one more year when he gets an NFL contract?
From what I've read about this kid, though, is
know.
that he has a level of maturity that you don't see in a lot of 19-year-olds.
But
Like, you wouldn't be giving this kid all this money and stuff if you didn't think that he was going to be great, too. You have to think about it that way,
It's
too.
an investment for the teams. He won't get more money if he doesn't play well.
If he makes the NFL, you have to think about this, too. If he makes the NFL, he'll be making a lot more money than what he's making now as well.
NFL
So,
players have these sponsorship deals, too. And like Mac Jones.
Like, he signs a deal with Nike if he makes the NFL. That's going to surpass any money that he'll
can
ever
they
make.
get shoe deals in college now?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I forget who it was. A women's basketball player. I think she goes to UConn, signed a shoe deal.
Buckets? Yeah.
Maybe it was her.
It
I
had
saw
to have been
someone
her.
sign with
Paige
Gatorade
Buckets?
too and stuff.
What's her? With Buchers?
Bukers.
Bucher,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. her.
She's back on the court.
Really?
Is she?
Yeah.
Good for her.
She's
I
not
love
playing.
her.
She's
She's a
just-
bucket.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Um,
ACL? Achilles?
no, it was an
No, it was
MCL. I
MCL. It wasn't a
think?
tear. It wasn't.
Oh,
I-
okay.
Yeah.
Good.
But-
Yeah, she signed with StockX.
StockX.
That's a sneaker and
Yeah.
apparel company. That's what I'm
Gotcha.
thinking of.
Gotcha.
Very, very familiar with them.
All right. We got a lot of viewer questions today.
Yeah, let's throw some viewer questions out
All
there.
right. So we got a lot of viewer comments. Thanks for the comments, guys. The first question. We kind of talked about this. Do you think the MLB has a chance of starting the season on time? Kinda. Depends what these next 2 weeks hold.
I think it's a coin toss at this point.
I'd say coin toss, probably right.
It's a coin toss.
Yep.
Who knows? I hope it does, but wouldn't shock me if it didn't.
Thanks for
I'm
the
hoping for
question,
a lockout.
Brady.
A full-blown no season at this point. I want more chaos.
You want nothing to do with
Just want
baseball
more
this year?
More chaos.
Have you seen that? This is from Brooke. Brooke asks, have you guys seen the reports about Bieniemy and Mahomes' beef?
Who? Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I did see
You
that.
saw this? What do you know what it's about?
I can look it up right now. Yeah, so I guess this stems back from their AFC Championship loss a few years
To
ago
the Patriots?
against the Patriots. I think that's what it looked like.
I thought you weren't a Patriots fan anymore.
Fuck, I'm not. I forgot.
Hold on, let me find it.
I
Where-
fully already accepted this too. I'm not a Patriots fan anymore, and it hurts me to say it because I do like Mac Jones as a person.
Mm-hmm. But you think
He's gonna stink,
Yeah.
and I'm hopping off of it. I'm done with the Patriots. I'll come back to them later in life, but for now I'm off. I'm signing a 5-year deal with the Bengals.
the Bengals.
Bengals.
Never mind. This was all right. So the report alleges Chiefs offense coordinator has beef Patrick Mahomes that cost Kansas City the AFC Championship from this past year, not from the Patriots.
Oh, my team.
It is one of my favorite videos of all
I saw him
time.
do it live once.
No way.
Yeah, I saw
Oh
Kyle doing it
my
live a couple years
God.
ago. He did like all the bits.
Dude, I love that guy.
Dennison.
Dennison.
He's coaching no better. I'm gonna watch that now.
Yeah. So
all right.
Bieniemy, huh? They're beefing.
Bieniemy,
All right,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to read here. There's
Read it on your own.
It's one of those things where it's like,
You guys got the
it's
internet.
like good for you, or I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not reading all of that. Yeah,
All
they're
right,
beefing.
Dante, got
Yes.
a WWE question.
Oh, okay.
Will Cody return to the WWE?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do believe he will, and I would be wild because
Doesn't he like host a game show right now?
he does. Yeah, he does like a reality show, a game show, whatever it is. Go Big Show. That's what it's called. So
Oh yeah, he's a judge on that. That's right.
just to give a little background, so Cody Rhodes was in WWE. His father was Dusty Rhodes,
Yep.
wrestling legend. And then there was a falling out. He left the new wrestling company, AEW. He was literally like one of the founding members of it. Like has like put a lot of money into it. Was one of like the top 4 like boardsmen, whatever, with a few other guys. He left the other day. Money issues, falling of power, this and that. But during his time in AEW, so his name's Cody Rhodes. That's his legal name. He went by the name Cody because WWE, like, they had the rights to Rhodes, the name Rhodes, so they wouldn't let him go by his real name, so there was beef there.
That's crazy.
Wait,
It's stupid.
Rhodes is his actual like birth name.
Yeah, well, it was so it was Cody Runnels, but then he legally changed it to Cody Rhodes years ago. But WWE had the rights to Rhodes because Dusty Rhodes, so they wouldn't let him use the name Cody Rhodes outside. They're very spiteful.
No, I
They're-
get that, but that just doesn't seem legal to just like hold your name. Like that's like
it happens,
Well, you can't profit off.
It
the same-
happens more than you think.
Like you sign away your name rights.
It happens more than you think.
It's like that's like the NBA be like, we now own the last name James.
Right. Yeah, but
no one else can have it.
Ah, shit.
You're a character. Fuck you.
So, even during his time, Triple H, popular WWE wrestler, his thing King of Kings, he would come out on a throne and stuff. Cody Rhodes did this thing where he came out on a throne, took a sledgehammer, which was Triple H's thing, smashed it, destroyed it. He was a big fuck WWE guy, and now he's left, and now he's probably going to sign because they're going to give him a shit ton of money. And Vince McMahon loves the idea of bringing in someone from the other company who was recently a champion and just profiting off of that. I definitely see it happening. When, I don't know, but it definitely will happen, it's nuts. It is pretty crazy.
All right, let's see what else we got. We'll do 2 more questions and we'll wrap it up.
All right.
Let's see. Scrolling. How do you like your bacon? Chewy, crispy, or a mix of both?
I mean, I don't like. I'd say mix of both because I'm not like it has to be. Like if I don't get crispy bacon, I'm not gonna throw a fit. Like I'll eat it, but like I'd prefer it to be a little, more on the crispy end. You know what I mean?
I like my shit floppy.
Yeah, floppy.
You're
guy?
floppy guy?
There's nothing wrong with that. That's what my grandmother used to make it, and I enjoyed it like that.
I'm
so
a crispy boy.
Yeah.
I like a
crispy
nice
boy at
crunch.
heart.
Yep. Let's see. Last question we got. Is LaShawn McCoy a Hall of Famer?
No.
What?
I don't think he's.
We were talking about this
I
yesterday.
don't think it's close.
There's only 2 running backs in the last 20 years who are Hall of Famers.
Oh my God! You just opened up like a whole thing in my brain. Remember DeMarco Murray?
Yes.
That guy was nasty for.
Do you remember? Oh my God, what was his name of the Jaguars? Oh, Maurice Jones-Drew.
Yeah. Or Sean Alexander too.
There's this TikTok I always think about often. It says guys will just go around naming old athletes for like 20
Yeah,
minutes.
I've seen that before. Yeah,
And it's the most true thing.
It is. LaShawn McCoy was nasty. He was on the Bills, right? Or was he on the Eagles? What was he?
He was on a few teams.
What was the team that he was like most
Who?
known for? LaShawn
Shady?
McCoy was
Eagles.
Eagles, yeah. DeMarco Murray was on
The
the
Cowboys,
Cowboys. He
then
was
went to the
nasty.
Eagles.
Then he went to the Eagles and he
was bad,
sucked.
yeah.
And then okay.
I got one more question.
What a
I
time.
answer. I did say, ask Johnny, did you watch the Peacemaker finale? I watched it. Me and Kevin were just talking about it this morning. It was incredible.
How many episodes are in this?
8 episodes.
Is that the John Cena one?
I gotta
Cena.
start
Was
watching
good?
this, man.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
I gotta
It-
start watching.
It's my
this.
favorite superhero TV show.
Whoa.
It's James Gunn, the guy who did Guardians of the Galaxy. So if you're gonna watch it, watch the Suicide Squad first.
I'll definitely do that.
Because that's also really good. It's also James Gunn, but it's a continuation of that story. John Cena can fucking act.
He's a funny dude. He can be in like
He's
comedies
so
and stuff like that.
funny in
He's
this
so
show.
funny.
Like he's like in the show, he's like ripping bong and shit like that.
There was a
And,
movie
like,
he did.
The Rock would never.
Yeah, he was in a movie a few years ago. I think it was called Cock Block or something like
Oh,
that.
Cock Blockers,
Cockblockers, where,
Where he has
it's like
to
his
cock block his
daughter was
teenage
going
daughter.
to prom and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a
Shit's
weird.
so
Ike-
fun. It's
Ike
weird, but
Barinholtz,
like
yeah.
he's a goofy. He's a child. He's
Yeah.
a 45-year-old child.
But he's like he was really good. Like there's some really emotional scenes in it too,
Mhm.
because it's a lot about like his dad's like an abusive father.
Right.
The dad's a bad guy. He's a Nazi in the show. Well, he's like even worse than a Nazi. He's like the
Interesting.
most racist person ever.
Tough to be worse than that.
No, this guy, yeah, he's like his dad's a supervillain, and like it's something he has to live with and stuff like
Right.
that. Red Devil, White, what is his name? White Devil, White something. I don't know. Very, very good show. Well acted. The writing is phenomenal. The action is really good. What I like about that show a lot more than like anything Marvel's done is that there actually are stakes because
Mhm.
you don't know who's going to die, who's going to live,
Sure.
and what's going to happen. And so they really do a good job of developing stakes and building out characters in a way that Marvel doesn't. So Peacemaker gets 2 thumbs up.
Awesome. No, I'm
do
excited.
Do you really want to taste it?
Very happy to hear that because I'm definitely looking forward
also,
to watching that.
top 10 opening credit scenes of any show ever.
Really?
Oh, it's incredible.
All right. Well, I'll check it out. That's for damn sure.
This guy wants to know if we're watching the Elimination Chamber tomorrow.
Yeah, we're not live streaming
live
it.
streaming.
It's at 12 in the afternoon on a Saturday. No offense, guys. There's a few other things I'd rather be doing on my Saturday afternoon.
Oh my god.
But we'll be doing live streams for wrestling again soon. WrestleMania is right
Maybe
around
I'll
the
live
corner.
stream it. I'm doing nothing tomorrow.
Yeah, to go on YouTube at 12 o'clock. Maybe Big Mike will be there watching wrestling.
I don't even think I have a computer to sign in to anything.
Do you not own a computer?
I don't think so. No.
No, you don't.
No, what am I gonna do?
What
on a
pieces of
computer?
technology do you own?
A phone.
You go home. What do you have?
A TV.
What do you have? Do you have
like a fridge,
like a Fire Stick, a Amazon stick, or
Roku?
something?
It's just like a smart TV.
Smart TV.
Is it Roku?
A fridge.
No, it's like a TV.
By the way, you don't own an air fryer. The whole thing with your oven having a the air fryer feature.
Option.
That's not an air fryer though.
Dude, air fryers are just ovens. Air fryers are the biggest scam of all time.
No, that's
they're just ovens.
Bullshit, dude.
They're ovens.
Air fryers are life changing.
They're not.
You
dude.
can
When
do
bake
anything with an air fryer.
It's the same thing.
You could put shit in an air
Jesus
fryer and it would
Christ.
taste fantastic.
Oh,
after.
no.
Oh
It just
yeah.
cooks it really hot.
It's
It
not
makes it
like
great,
it's-
though. Nice and
oh,
crispy, though. You put some
no.
leftover, like, fast food in. Leftover fast food sucks. You put that in an air fryer, bomb.
Or you put it in a
Why
toaster
do you
oven.
have leftover
I'm
fast
just
food?
saying, dude. You could put anything in there and
Not
it'll be
finish your,
amazing.
McDonald's.
I put in a double cheeseburger from the day before, and they're amazing. Unbelievable.
I usually just eat that straight off the fucking kitchen counter the next day.
Do you eat that cold?
I don't give a shit. I eat everything.
Oh, that's so
cold food's better than
gross.
hot food.
I know you said this before. I don't understand it. Certain things I can get behind.
Everything.
Cold pizza, I think, is perfectly fine.
Oh my
cold.
god, cold pizza. Wow.
Nothing better. You wake up in the middle of the night, 1, 2 in the morning. I just remember flashbacks, waking up 1, 2 in the morning in college, going to my fridge, taking a nice slice of cold Domino's pizza,
Oh yeah.
shoving it down my throat, and going right back to
Oh
bed.
my god.
Not even taking a bite. Just,
Oh yeah.
Don't you love when you deep throat pizza?
no, it's the best, especially when it's pepperoni. All right. I forgot to say earlier, we have a video coming out tonight. Who's the better athlete? Part 2. Is that?
Yeah, I guess
this
it's Mike versus Nut. Last
Yeah.
Nut content.
last video of Nut, guys? So make sure
It's the mini golf one. What?
Riddle.
Riddle's coming out tonight.
There's a riddle
Psych.
coming out tonight. Psych, that's the wrong number. There's a riddle coming out tonight. So just be on YouTube at 8 o'clock. Put on the notification bell so you get that as soon as it comes out.
It'll be coming out at 5.
5 o'clock. All right, put the notifications bells on so you get it when it comes out at 5 o'clock. There's a riddle coming out. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate the support. Make sure to like and subscribe. Check out all of our other content. Check us out on all the platforms. TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all over the place. You know what, you got it. Check us out on Patreon so you can watch us live every single day of the week and not just Fridays. Mike, that was hot. Until next time, peace out.